Now, today I'm going to read uh, poems from this book. This book was created by Carol working with my mother for her 80th birthday. And first, I'm going to read a poem from my brother, Tom Clarke, that shows some of the spirit that he had. Its name is Chasing Rainbows. Chasing rainbows across muddy fields in red shoes, Sunday best, a hazardous occupation for wide-eyed 6-year-olds. The joy of the chase in the fresh, heavy morning and the crazy, out-of-breath excitement makes up for the disappointment in never getting closer to the end, even though you know that it's just past the yellow field, just past the old barn, just past the place you've never been, always just past something. The next poem is a poem I wrote is 22. It's about a frog and me. A frog is. To see a frog is good. To feel a frog is better. To love a frog is best. I see a frog. To see a frog, know a frog. To know a frog, feel a frog. To feel a frog, love a frog. To love a frog, be a frog. I am a frog. A frog is me. To live is love. To love is feel. To feel is know. To know is see. A frog sees me. To know is good. To feel is better. To be is best. I am. And now I will read 2 poems from my mother, Maxine Clarke. This is a photo of a table that was set up at her memorial service. She loved to have studio photos made where she was dressed up, and here she was in her best red hat. The first poem is entitled Consultation. This is my hour to meditate, to plan, consult with colleagues, read a waiting book, too long deferred by moment's urgent need, that sends me probing to the depth of self to find the answers. Jane Addams waits for me here. She knows the seed must rest a season before the shoots thrust up to catch tomorrow's sun. She wrote, the date was 1887. I have a dream, these are her words, of a cathedral of humanity. Jane, do you find us wanting? You dared to dream and name that vision Hull House. This is our legacy. All you, ancestor, what have I done today? And the last poem is a poem entitled Yes. And I think this captures a lot of my mother's spirit. Yes, yes, my beloveds, yes, yes, my brother with the hidden face behind whose shuttered doors I see you reaching. Yes, yes, the midnight music. Yes, aloneness filled with the fullness of myself loved, and the emptiness of myself equally cherished. Yes, to hanging baskets of petunias and fuchsias gardening my balcony. Yes, to sleeping neighbors unaware of this night's nurturing. Yes, to the sense of home again within me and around us. Yes, to tomorrow's work and the eyes to see pain and ears to hear unspoken fears, to hands unafraid to touch and comfort. Yes, to every moment of my past and the blows that shattered me, the strength that enabled me to make new beginnings. Yes, to this now and the next now, each unique and ever changing. Yes, to the revelation of each day, the miracle of life fulfilling itself. Yes, to the God who dwells within me, with whose eyes I perceive, the God who also dwells in you, my beloved.